A very cool TVZ yet again. We've been having some very nice ones happening so far. It's going to be no different. We're going to have Rev.Solid being the orange Terran in the bottom left, going up against Vicious, the very strong Revoki Zerg player who seems to really be good at ZVT, being the teal Zerg in the bottom right. So we're going to have some good fun with this. We've already seen a few games to sort of be able to really compare them and really see, for one, the credibility of Vicious and his TVZ success in the last few games. He was able to beat Soze, beat Pinky, and he's handling it all quite well. I'm curious to see if he's going to deviate his plan, because he's basically been doing the same opener in both games, which just has worked out perfectly, where he goes for a hatch first into a speedling build right after that to get out the fast metabolic boost, gets a Roach Warren, pressures with the Zerglings and the Roaches, keeps Terran on that one base. Even if they got a command center, they have to float it back into their main base or lose it, and it's been working out quite well.
I happen to know Rev.Solid quite well, and I think what he is going to be doing in this game, and he does it in most TVZ, is that he goes for an extreme macro style. He is going to get 2 more command centers before he pushes out. He's going to build 2 more command centers in his base and then push out once he has Thors. And the nice trick he's doing there right now, that's something you can do with your scroll wheel on your mouse.
I called it, yes! Yep.
I think you can go up to like 3000 APM or something.
Yeah. Cool, yep, so I call that, because there is that weird thing you can do with Snipe and Infestitarian. We can basically do the shift Q with the scroll wheel and then boost that. Yeah, we can see, yeah, right now he's just having fun drawing around with it. That's actually really cool looking. But he's hiding in this SCV over here. Look, making it, that's so cool.
But I guess my prediction was right. He's going to open up with 2 additional command centers.
That'd be really cool. And we do see the hatch first out of Vicious, transferring over the drones. We're not going to see any kind of pressure that we've seen from the other players from Solid at the start of this game. But he doesn't need to pressure to damage the economy if he's going to get 3 fast command centers, like you're saying, because then he's already going to have a deceptively large economy, which Vicious would not be expecting unless he can scout it.
This is the one problem Terran has on this map, I find, is that the Zerg can easily hide overlords and sacrifice them later, and there are so many angles they can come from that it's hard to prevent kind of kamikaze overlords.
Yeah, and here we have the 3rd CC going down after some very pretty scroll wheel clicking.
Yeah. And what Solid is then going to do is he's going to take a few tanks and maybe Thors and Marines and drop them onto those rocks in the middle of the map to the left and right of the Zelnaga towers. That's what he usually does.
Thors? Not siege tanks?
Both, or whatever he gets, but tanks for sure, sometimes Thors too, because by that time the Zerg obviously has mutas.
Yeah. Solid's having way too much fun with this, as his APM average is over 500. That's ridiculous. Wow. Is he gonna... He's gonna be getting... he's gonna get a 4th? Okay, no, he's just patrolling, okay. I was saying, if he's gonna put down a 4th command center, that would be obscene. I mean, I guess it's the next step after going for the 3 command centers very quickly. You might as well get a 4th.
Yeah, well, at some point you're gonna need some units, but...
Nah, unnecessary in a game of war.
The first time I saw this, I mean the first few times I saw this, I thought this was incredibly risky, and now, I don't know, it seems to be a good way to practice your macro, just because with 2 additional command centers you're forced to play macro.
Yeah, it really is, because you're so delayed around. We have really fast siege mode and siege tanks out of Solid. This is a huge investment to tech and economy at the same time. Vicious, though, he saw 1 command center, has not seen the other one. But he might be wondering
Yeah.
why that isn't lifted off to the natural. Oh.
Is he gonna see it?
Nah, he won't. He'll die. Yeah, you didn't see it.
Yeah. I never know. I really have to maybe play a few maps with the Zerg just to see how far the Overlord really goes.
Their
The vision, I mean.
Their vision is quite large.
Yeah.
It's similar to a scan. It's deceptively large. Like the icon for a scan is smaller than the actual radius of it. But they're both quite large.
There's some interesting glitch. I'm not sure if you see it too. Half of the SCVs in Solid's main are dark or like kind of in the shadow.
Nah, I'm not getting that. I think it's just you. I also have the color mod on, so it kind of alters everything that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're
The other thing I can say about Solid is that his bases in every game look exactly like this. If you were looking at other TVZ, where he was in the same position, he would place every building in exactly the same position. Which I guess helps. It makes you efficient, or it helps you not forget stuff. So my bases look different every game, and I guess to do it exactly the same way probably is a good idea.
It really is. It helps just with efficiency so much, and there's also benefits to things like drops and all that. Like one thing that Solid can have an advantage in with this, as long as his SCV doesn't get caught to the left of these eBays, is that this becomes an impossible place to Nidus later on in the game. This becomes a really good way to defend against drops, because the drops will be coming in from the right. It'll give him time to move in. There's a lot of open area down there, but ooh, he's gotta be careful. He actually manages to not take a single bit of damage on those Marines until he almost kills one with a siege tank. But still, yeah, it's like that. It helps with your build order. And his SCV did get caught on the left. That sucks.
It's actually this. I've seen this happen to his SCV in the last game. He did this too.
Yeah.
Huh.
He can easily just pick it up with the medevac though, if he really needs to. But we are seeing a lot of RAS going down. So he's going for heavy marine tank. But look at his food count; it's much higher. Look at the SCV count, much higher as well. And Vicious is getting. What? What's up?
Nothing. I wasn't saying. The one thing though is that if you play this kind of style, you really must have good macro, because if you commit this much to like a big late game macro, then you must have good mechanics. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to benefit from this style, and you're still gonna carry all the risks. But yeah.
Yeah, and Vicious is getting the third's being taken faster than Solid by Solid, because he had that faster command center. Luckily though, Vicious is seeing this, and so Vicious pretty much knows that there's now, I guess, a 3-based Heron. Solid's getting a reactor on top of his starboard, so he can start getting at medevacs and maybe even save this SCV that he has in there. We now have 5 idle workers. He misclicked at the third phase apparently.
They should be rally pointed, I think. Whenever like you build something with an SCV, you should at least rally point it back to a mineral patch.
But it can also serve as a reminder to build something. Because if you just build it and you get that idle worker thing, you tap on that, you realize, oh, hey, look, I didn't build my next building. So there's a lot of mistakes that can end up being beneficial and then being done on purpose, which would then make it hard to tell if it's actually a mistake or if it's on purpose. There's small things like idle workers like that I've definitely seen. Doesn't happen with Toss and Zerg, because Zerg loses their worker, and Toss doesn't need to invest their worker the time to build the building. It's just like with Terran. For example, building a factory. If you're going for a 1-1-1, you go barracks, then you go factory, then you go starport. So you can't queue that SCV to go ahead and go back to the minerals, because you need that reminder if you don't, because otherwise you're going to be waiting for that thing to finish.
But that's an interesting situation, because you can't queue that either, just because when you're building a factory, you don't have the ability to queue a starport yet.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's the most relevant example for that situation. But we have 74 SCVs versus 85 drones, and we're not even 15 minutes into this game right now. Both players are macroing hard, but Solid. Look at Solid's food count.
There's just one little. I think this is a mistake. He pulled one of the SCVs from the gas in the main to make supply depots. That's probably by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Now he's gonna put tanks here on the rock and marines. I've seen him do this in so many games. He really knows how to play the game this way.
Yeah. This is actually really now we see moving in. It's actually going to serve to defend against those lings. Vicious somehow still control that watchtower. Okay, there we go. Now those lings are being pulled away, but this is a really abusive position of Solid, and his APM is so high. Is he continuing to do that trick, or does he just have that high APM right now?
That's a good question. I mean, his average APM is meaningless just because he did that trick so much at the beginning of the game, but
his current
not sure about
is staying around 200.
Come on, pick them up.
There we go. Nice move. Alright, so this is
halfway done. Oh, double scan, okay.
Ghost Academy is out. He's about to get his +1 attack, which would be perfect for those tanks and dealing with those lings, so they'll then one-shot those lings. Now we have a drop moving into the main base of Vicious, who's trying to get out his hive. The Spire is almost done, so he's going to go for very fast Broodlords to try and counter the position that Solid is in, because that's pretty much all he can do to really take this in. But now we're going to have a bunch of lings going to move in and try and defend against this, but Solid lifts off. No damage taken, really.
You took the queen and all three drones from the gas.
But Vicious puts them right back on. We should be seeing a Greater Spire happening soon. We have another drop happening down here from Solid. He can easily pick off that Overlord if he wants to, but no Greater Spire yet. Which is bad, because right now, Vicious needs to rush for that Greater Spire. Try and rush for those Broodlords, because without those, he's just going to get overrun slowly. Yeah, we see... Oh, the tank! Yeah, there we go. That tank, 4 health left. Wow, it's still no Greater Spire, unfortunately. Looks like this base may be a little too safe against drops, but Solid's going to drop anyway. Loses 1 Marine. There's the stim. And now we're going to watch. Go down. More lings are trying to attack into an impenetrable position. That's unfortunate.
Oh, careful with that medevac.
Yeah, but Solid's not getting a 4th base over here. He's got Marines and easily more of a PF over there to go ahead and defend that easily. We even have him with a bunch of SCVs in the front too.
There's another run by coming.
Yep, this one's actually out of range of those tanks, which is nice. And these SCVs are not on auto repair or anything. In fact, looks like they're going to be retreated. And Solid has a defensive PF in the middle of the map. That is a very, very smart thing to deal with exactly what just happened, those run-bys. And Greater Spire is about to complete. We have Adrenal Glands. Yes, Adrenal Glands. Lings are still trying to run around, but Vicious is throwing away so many units.
I think Solid should get another starport.
Yeah. He has once. He's getting. He's not getting Vikings. He's getting medevacs only. He has a Ghost Academy, but no cloak. Does he have any ghosts out? He's got no. It's just 70 Marines, 86 SCVs.
Here comes the push.
86 workers for both players right now. It's kind of funny. But now we have. Oh, where are those Broodlords morphing? I see them in the production tab. I see them there. They are. They're in a good position actually to start flanking. But Infestor's now coming in, trying to engage. We have some fungals going on down nicely. Away from the splash damage, but those Marines are doing more than enough to go ahead and get that. Wow, this is nice fungal there, but Solid's still maxed essentially. Drones are dying before they can even hit that 1 Marine. Where are those broods? There are the broods. We do have 8 broods, but there are so many Marines. Actually, the Marines will be able to just go ahead and deal with the Broodlords. And those Specitarian to kill 1 medevac, 2 medevac, 2 medevac, 2 medevac, 3 medevac, 3 medevac. No.
Nope.
Broodlords, there we go. Now the Broods are going to move in. they're going to be enough to deal with those Marines on the high ground. It seems now the Lings, Broodlings, everything attacking. It looks like Solid may be forced to pull back. We see the scan. 8 Brutes is a lot. We are having the Ghosts coming in, but they don't have Cloak, so they can't Cloak and then snipe away all those Broodlords.
And he is not getting any... what are the Vikings either. He has a lot of idle SCVs in his main.
Yeah, 22. Wow, that's a lot. Now we're watching these Lings gonna run by. There's not much defense over here. Solid still has this tank up here in the high ground, I think from the very start of the game. And look at that positioning. It can basically defend the entire mineral line. Now we're gonna have these Broodlords moving in and start trying to siege up against these bases. So we keep it. Now we have these. Oh, there's the snipe. Is he doing the instant sniping? He's not gonna use the scroll wheel, I think, 'cause that's illegal in tournaments at least.
Oh, lift. He didn't lift.
Marauders. I think he was expecting Ultras to come in for some reason. But there we have some snipes going down. 2 Broodlords now down. Ghosts are still alive with a fair amount of energy too. Now we're seeing moving forward. Vicious. This is now a really close game. We're seeing the SCVs doing a lot of tanking actually. It's a really smart move by Solid to use the SCVs to tank Broodling damage. We still have 3 Broods out. We have a bunch of Corruptors now. They need to start morphing into Broodlords over here. They're going to take down the Medvac, which actually takes down the Vision of the high ground.
Oh.
And now we have Broods coming in. 5 more Broods on top of those 2 that are still alive, but there's enough snipes. Yep. And there's the scan. And all those Broods are not close to being done. They're going to get picked off by those Marines. They got to get cancelled. That's unfortunate. But now we have a bunch of Lings.
Lings coming.
Bad attack. Now we have a 1 Broodlord left when there should have been 7. These bio guys are 3-3. We have +2 attack down on for the for those units down there. We have a good bit of fungals happening. Scan. Will Vicious get more Broodlords? He's got the money for it. He's got the supply for it. He is getting 3 more, but in the worst possible spot once again, as they're getting sniped before they can even get close to finishing, they do get cancelled.
There's a run by dying to the planetary fortress.
Oh yeah, that was not good. We saw the top left base being taken too. So we're seeing Vicious reducing Solid to 4 bases instead of 5. As Vicious is also taking down his 5th base at the moment. And Vicious is now dealing with another maxed army of Solid with a lot of Marauders in here. So an Ultra switch will be suicide. Completely and utterly.
He seems to be confident that his Ghosts will do the trick because he is still resisting the urge to make any Vikings.
I mean, his snipe is doing well. He's scanning. He's taking down a lot of units. We can see just how much Vicious has lost. The units lost tab is very much in favor of Solid.
He needs a few more medevacs though. His army is hurting. But I can tell you, if this game was happening after the next patch, then he would have Vikings.
It's possible, yeah. He's got enough Ghosts that even then it may not even matter. He still may be able to go ahead and win. Oh, we have vulnerable infestors. Oh, by the way, yeah, Marauders are actually really good against infestors too. They may be armored, but they deal 20 damage versus armored, and infestors are armored, as well as psionic. So even after the patch, the infestors will be... Oh, wow, they did take 3 snipes to kill before, but now they only take 2. So it's a buff against infestors to snipe. They have 90 health, 50 damage, plus 50 is 100, and that's more than 90. Now all the infestors are dying to those Marauders. Oh, that hurts.
That does hurt indeed. Is he moving in? Yeah.
He will not be able to take down that hatchery, which is good for Vicious. But now we're seeing a huge fungal. Very nice fungal. But doesn't have enough to get another one.
No, the medevacs are empty too. I mean,
oh yeah, there we go. EMPs, nice EMPs. Those Ghosts are very vulnerable. They still don't have Cloak though. Why no Cloak? 3/3 Ghosts are really good against Lings too, of all varieties as they are light. We're gonna see another fungal kill off one Ghost, another Ghost, yes, and the Marine. Nice, very nice. 13 kills on that one Infestor.
Okay, and Solid's
16.
4th, I guess, is oversaturated. The one one that he just replaced. It's way too many SCVs
Oh
there.
yeah.
Oh, and we see Vikings on the field.
Where are they?
Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
Oh yeah, there we see 2 building. None in the field yet, but 48 Marines and 13 Marauders. And unfortunately, Vicious does...
Sneaky ghost on the high ground. Ah, he saw it.
Yeah, there it is. And we see... Ooh, big EMP, though. It landed the EMP.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so worth losing that ghost. And he even managed to save the medevac, too. So that was worth it no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. That guy gets a medal. 2 more command centers coming up.
Yeah, there they are. Oh, chitinous plating. No, not with the Marauders or the Ghosts, but there's so many Marauders. 15 Marauders. They just 3-3 already. They're gonna wreck Ultras if they come out. Yeah. And now we're gonna watch as those Marauders get killed by the splash of those tanks and everything. Still, you have a siege tank actually inside this medevac, so that can easily get lowered. Snipes, destroying, brute lord. The Vicious is once again back to close to max. Rev.Solid is max, and he's got a lot more back. Oh, the ultras are made. No.
This is a bad decision.
Oh, you missed 2 fungals too. But now we're gonna see Solid be very happy that he built those ultras. To build the Marauders because of those ultras.
The economic situation is turned upside down too. Like for most of the game, Vicious was in a solid lead, and now suddenly Solid has a lot more money in the bank.
All right, so now now we're having all these links running in. They're able to take down a few Marauders, but these Marauders tank so much damage. I mean, they have 4 armor with their +3 armor upgrade. That's crazy. They're wreck the roaches. Mutas. Solid's got a really good army composition, and it looks like anything that Vicious tries to go for is just gonna fail. We're watching this. These guys are running around dealing damage. We're gonna see that that ghost is even gonna survive. But Vicious does have another base mining down there. Now we're having Mutas gonna go ahead and attack. That's gonna be really, really good because there's no turrets at any of these bases on the left. So we need to send these Mutas to where they're actually SCVs. But that may actually help out Solid, because Solid still has 82 SCVs plus plus mules and all that, so he'll be okay even with losing SCVs. He's not going to try and build a bunch of turrets to defend those guys. She'll be able to. But he's putting himself into an unusable position. He's getting every single base on the map, essentially. And we're watching his mutas are getting killed.
But now he is probably going to lose that one command center. Not that it matters much, but a slight misclick there with the SCVs. All of them are in the refinery.
Oh, yeah. We might have been doing that to save them from the attack at first, and then just backfired.
Forgot about it, yeah. It's possible.
This is a crazy game. And running around there, we do see the base. Is there no chitinous plating? Okay, there's chitinous plating. Is there only... It's only +2 armor. Oh god, for Vicious. That's not good. He also doesn't have the gases over here, but he's high on gas. He's low on minerals. Income is in favor of him, though, but that's going to change in a second. Oh, whoa, the mutas are getting the greatest kill streaks ever at the moment.
But he's countering at the bottom right.
Oh, also those SCVs have +3 armor, so they're not taking that much damage at all from those mutas. The splash damage is almost completely mitigated by those by the armor upgrades of those SCVs.
And I would like to repeat my comment from last game that, you know, in a big game like this with so much minerals on both sides, I think the Terran should get the auto tracking.
Yeah, at this point there's no reason not to, especially with this emphasis of emphasis on the PFs and everything in this game. That would have been a great thing.
Yeah. And you're up against mutas, right? And I think the main advantage why I do it all the time is because it upgrades the missile turret range.
Yeah, Mutas have 3, missile turrets have 7 normally, so it's already a pretty significant range thing. Vicious lost his, was that 6th base? Yeah, is now being forced to rebuild it and distance mine as well. He's also trying to get the bottom middle base, which is smart. I don't think, yeah, Solid has no idea about that one. He's never even crossed that part of the map, so only part of the map he has not seen. But now we're watching all those SCVs take damage, but the mutas only have the +1 attack. The +2 attack is almost done, but without those attack upgrades, these +3 armor SCVs are kind of impervious. Which is kind of funny to think. It's similar because if you think about Banshees. Banshees, if an SCV has +1 armor, it takes 3 shots for a Banshee to kill an SCV versus 2 if they don't have that armor. And right now we're seeing a similar thing happen. Also, the SCV built in this command center has been killed, and Vicious is going pure Muta essentially right now.
Yeah.
And distance mining here. He needs that base down as well, but this is a lot of Mutas. He really should actually get a double Spire and get both of the upgrades at the exact same time, because that's one of his only answers he could possibly have to this.
But Thor on the high ground.
Yeah, it's losing a little. Okay, I was gonna lift it off.
No, now it should go back on the high ground actually.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, this is why the nerf is happening on the Ghost. See right now how Solid's got 14 Ghosts, all basically maxed energy. That will look. He's sniping literally everything. He can snipe the Mutas, he can snipe the Broodlords, he can snipe Infestors. He can literally snipe everything the Zerg has, and that is why the nerf is happening. Whether you agree with it or not, you can see how it makes sense in this certain situation. See? Now the Mutas are going to be able to move in, go ahead and do some more damage, but these Ghosts are in a really, really good position right now. I mean, 14 Ghosts is just so much to have. The thing is, though, Solid's actually down to 40 SCVs. This Muta switch is doing really well, going to kill a command center completely. Wow, Vicious is turning this around.
He's losing the planetary fortress there too. This, yeah. Outer taking out the hatchery though, at the bottom right.
Oh, and now watching Mutas going down. Look at, oh, this is bad. That base is down, but look at the Muta. Oh,
I think he didn't even snipe.
He sniped.
Oh, but no.
He sniped. But the big thing is that just the Ghosts do 20 damage. Actually, no, like 26 per against light. And Mutas are light, so they're really good against Mutas when you add in the snipe and the extra damage bonus. It's pretty significant, and now we have 3 Mutas left. Where are those Ghosts? I don't even know where the Ghosts went. There's 13 Ghosts somewhere on the map.
On the top, trying to save the...
Ah, there we go. There they are. But yeah, look at the damage. With the plus, yeah, it's 26 damage per light, against light per shot that they have. And that's... Mutas are light, and now we're watching as Vicious will have the bottom middle of the mine. He's getting the top middle. He's got a lead in the income right now. Lings are destroying the middle line of Solid's basically only mining base left, and now we're down to 11 SCVs. But now we're watching as those Ghosts just completely... I think they sniped those Lings. I didn't hear anything, but you saw that there was like a white line or something. This is ridiculous, this game. Oh my god, this has been a great Koth for games.
And he stopped repairing the... No, he resumed. Okay, good.
Yeah. But the thing is, Vicious now has this bottom middle with fully saturated with spines and spores. He's start getting that gas mine, but he's got a lot in the bank actually. He doesn't need to get the mine just to be helpful and everything. But oh, Solid almost full gas guys over there that hasn't been able to use. But these are cracklings. And oh, transfer SCVs. PF is dead. I think Vicious just won the game. We're seeing all these Ghosts moving around. They are cloaked. They're gonna go ahead and start attacking and sniping everything. And look at just the damage after. Oh my god! But Fungals, nice Fungals. Ultra is here. Ultra's attack. But there's snipe and Ultra's dying quite quickly. But that's also killing the energy of these Ghosts. So now we're gonna watch them as they're gonna go ahead and start getting taken out. And oh my god, this game is ridiculous. We're watching as that base is now getting taken down, but Vicious has mining, and Solid does not. GG, well played. GG indeed. That was ridiculously cool.
Ridiculous.
Very cool game.
Very cool game, and I have to say, I really have to commend Solid for being willing to take on a Zerg on a big macro map, macro style. I think that's really cool.